The tomb of the boy King Tutankhamun is one of the most famous archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. It was discovered in 1922 by Egyptologist Howard Carter, and since then it has yielded many secrets that have allowed us to know more about this enigmatic ruler who died at the age of 19. After almost a century, we still don't know everything about Tutankhamun. There are still some mysteries that remain unsolved. We will try to shed light on them in this video. We will discuss what secrets are still hidden in the tomb of Tutankhamun. Why did King Tut's tomb have no mummies? What exactly was the reason for his early death? Did he suffer from malaria all his life? And much more. So stay tuned. Welcome back to our channel, where we tell you all the latest news about ancient archaeological findings. In today's video, we will talk about the secrets that are still hidden inside the tomb of the boy King Tutankhamun. Before starting the video, please subscribe if you haven't already and press the bell icon to get notified every time we upload a new video. Let's begin. Tutankhamun's tomb is located in the Valley of the Kings. It was built during the 18th dynasty and contains the sarcophagus of the pharaoh. The discovery of the tomb was accidental, as happened with many other discoveries in Egypt. Howard Carter stumbled upon it while excavating another tomb. On November 4th, 1922, after 4 years of digging, he finally found something interesting. A small hole dug in the side of a hill. He thought it could lead to an underground gallery. He threw in a few stones, and when they fell silent, he realized that they had fallen into a shaft. It was time to bring in explosives to clear the entrance to the cavity. When they were able to lower themselves into the pit, they saw a miracle. There was a door sealed with a bandage made of resin. They carefully removed the bandages and pushed open the doors, revealing a dark staircase leading down into the ground. At the bottom of the stairs, Carter saw something that made him the most famous archaeologist of all time. He saw a golden burial mask with the face of Tutankhamun. Before we continue with the video, we would like to ask you to leave a comment down below about your favorite fact about ancient Egypt. For example, did you know that Cleopatra was not actually Egyptian, but Macedonian? Well, we hope you enjoyed that little surprise. Now let's get back to the video. So the discovery of the tomb was pure luck. However, there are people who believe that someone wanted the world to know about the existence of the tomb. This is because it was protected by curses. Cursed objects are always kept away from prying eyes to keep evil spirits contained. But in the case of the boy king's tomb, it was the opposite. Many objects were found that were moved from their original location. According to experts, they were transferred in order to locate the tomb. The first curse appeared shortly after the discovery of the tomb. Lord Carnarvon, the financier of the expedition, died suddenly of a snake bite. Then many others died under strange circumstances. People began to say that anyone who dared to disturb the pharaoh's rest would be cursed. But later, scientists managed to prove that all these deaths were due to random coincidences. The second secret is why the tomb had no mummies. Ancient Egyptians practiced burial rituals very strictly. If a person was considered important enough, they would embalm their body before burying them. The embalmed body was then placed in a coffin and buried with all kinds of treasures. It was common for a pharaoh's tomb to contain several coffins. Even the pets of the pharaoh were mummified. However, when archaeologists entered the tomb of Tutankhamun, they only found 3 sarcophagi, 2 of which were empty. One contained the body of the young pharaoh. It is surprising that the parents of Tutankhamun, Pharaoh Akhenaten and Queen Nefertiti, were never buried with him. This may be because they were both very controversial figures in Egyptian history. Their bodies have not been found to this day. There are speculations that the couple was overthrown and their remains were deliberately destroyed. Now let's talk about the third secret. What exactly was the cause of the boy king's death? The mystery surrounding the death of Tutankhamun is one of the greatest mysteries in the world. Many scientists have tried to answer it, but so far no one has succeeded. When the tomb was opened, the coffin of the boy king was examined by doctors. These experts concluded that the mummy was in perfect condition, which means that his body had not been tampered with. X-rays revealed that the young pharaoh suffered from several physical problems, including a clubfoot. He also had a bone disease called osteomyelitis, which affects the vertebrae. Scientists believe that these health problems led to a disability that prevented the young man from having a normal life. He could not ride a horse or even walk properly. Other researchers believe that the illness killed the pharaoh, but in reality, no one knows for sure. Recently, scientists performed DNA tests on the mummy, but this did not help to solve the mystery. The only thing they learned was that Tutankhamun was the son of Akhenaten and that he had 6 sisters. Another interesting fact is that Tutankhamun ruled Egypt after his father, Akhenaten, died. His reign lasted from 1332 to 1323 BC. During his short life, the boy king changed the course of history by returning to traditional religion. His father, Akhenaten, had tried to impose a monotheistic cult on the population, but no one accepted Aten as the main god. After Tutankhamun came to power, the old gods returned to the temples. This decision was probably influenced by Queen Ti, who took care of her stepson after his father's death. Another question scientists have asked themselves is, did Tutankhamun suffer from malaria all his life? As we have already mentioned, the boy king had a serious bone disease. It caused him great pain and discomfort. However, this is not the only suffering that the young man had to endure. Scientific analysis of his remains shows that he suffered from malaria. This is evidenced by the presence of parasites in his bones. Malaria is a disease caused by parasites that are transmitted by mosquitoes. Symptoms include fever, chills, and pain in the limbs. In addition, scientists have found traces of other diseases in the remains of the last pharaoh of Egypt, such as a fungal infection and tuberculosis. None of these diseases were fatal, but they certainly caused great pain to the young king. A lot of attention is paid to the jewels found in the tomb of Tutankhamun. The treasure discovered in the tomb is priceless. The collection includes over 5,000 items, including jewelry, furniture, weapons, and even chariots. The collection was valued at $200 million. Among the treasures are a gold mask weighing 11 pounds, a chariot with golden wheels and golden sandals that once adorned the feet of the young pharaoh. But the most valuable artifact is the burial mask itself. It is decorated with precious stones and was made with exquisite craftsmanship. Today, the artifacts can be seen in various museums around the world, but the collection does not end there. In total, more than 10,000 artifacts have been found that once belonged to Tutankhamun. Some of them are kept in Egyptian museums, while others are in private collections. It is estimated that up to 30% of the treasures are still in the hands of tomb raiders. Finally, let's talk about the most famous artifact found in the tomb, the burial mask. It is made of pure gold and weighs about 11 pounds. The mask is decorated with precious stones, including lapis lazuli, red jasper, and turquoise. The craftsman who created the mask used the lost wax method. First, they made a mold of the pharaoh's face and then poured molten gold into the mold. After the gold had hardened, the excess material was removed and the mask was polished to a shine. The mask was placed on the pharaoh's face after he had been mummified. It was meant to preserve the young king's features for eternity. Today, the mask is kept in the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. It is one of the most recognizable artifacts from ancient Egypt. Every year, millions of tourists come to Cairo to see it. As you can see, there are still many secrets hidden inside the tomb of the boy king Tutankhamun. Although it was discovered almost a century ago, this tomb continues to amaze scientists and ordinary people. Perhaps in a few decades, we will learn more about the enigmatic ruler of Egypt. But for now, we can only guess what mysteries lie in wait inside his tomb. Thank you for watching. Please share your thoughts about Tutankhamun in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos about ancient Egypt. See you next time.